Hey gang, Chase here. We got the Panasonic GH5 in our rental department the other day, so we decided to take it out and play with it a little bit. The GH5 offers some pretty significant differences in its video capabilities over its predecessor, the GH4. We decided to shoot a little sequence of my friend opening up his bar, Roadhouse 66 in Wrigleyville, to see some of these improvements for ourselves. The most notable improvement is the GH5's ability to internally record 10-bit 422. It's capable of recognizing 4 times the amount of colors and internally saving double the amount of those colors compared to the GH4. Different shades of blue are the most difficult colors for a camera to render smoothly, but we had no banding at all in our establishing shot of Wrigley Field under a cloudless sky. The GH5 utilizes 5 axes of image stabilization thanks to the dual IS2 feature that combines sensor stabilization and lens stabilization when you're using those Panasonic Lumix Mega OIS lenses. The GH4 has no sensor stabilization, so it only utilizes the 3 axes that the lens provides. It was pretty easy to see the difference when we were shooting the restaurant smoker being lit. The GH5 uses the entire 20.3 megapixel micro four thirds sensor to collect information. That means the GH5 is capturing more light and it's going to have better noise performance at high ISOs. But for our walk-in cooler shot, we had to set the ISO to 3200, which is pretty high, so regardless of resolution or codec, we saw a fair amount of noise from both cameras at that high ISO level. The GH4's low-pass filter softened the noise, while the GH5's noise was very sharp. But the GH5's sharpness was a plus in well-lit conditions. We were able to punch its full 4K image to 100% in our 1080p sequence and get a very sharp, usable shot. We still saw plenty of crisp detail in the fine lines of my friend's hair and on his shirt. The GH4 is capable of shooting at 96 frames per second for slow motion playback, but Panasonic almost doubled that speed in the GH5, which can record 180 frames per second. There is a firmware update that's expected to come out mid-summer of 2017 that's going to unlock the all-intra codec inside this camera. That's going to give you 400 megabits per second in 4K and 200 megabits per second in HD, which is going to be sure to make this camera's images that much more impressive. And now, we leave you with the short we shot with the Panasonic GH5.